when we have the numbers from 21 to 99, when you write them out as words, you hyphenate the words. That means you put that little line right in between the two words. For example, 23 is written 20 hyphen 3. So right here is that hyphen mark. Okay, now this only applies, by the way, to those numbers between 21 and 99 that aren't a multiple of 10, like 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Those don't count because it's just one word, 20, 60. These are two words, 23. So 64 is written 60 hyphen 4. 98 is 90 hyphen 8. Okay? When you're writing numbers that include the hundreds place, sometimes maybe you've heard someone say 501. That's actually incorrect. You never put that and in there. Okay, so it really should only be 501. Ja. No and in there. Just 501. 372. 370 hyphen 2. And that's it. Okay? When you are writing the 100 numbers, they don't need to be hyphenated. So it's just 1000. Except, here's a difference. Now, this particular rule you won't really see yourself having to apply very often. So don't get overwhelmed. You got this, okay? So 1000, but if it's an adjective, it's describing something. 1000's place. Which place? The 1000's place. Well, then you need a hyphen because you're describing that place, the 1000's place. Okay? All right. Now look at this number. 51,027,520. For your homework, you are going to need to write this number out as numbers. You'll also have to go the other direction. They're going to give you a long number and you're going to have to write it as words. So you need to be comfortable doing both. Okay, you can look in your book for examples. For all of you, this is your first experience with the Saxon books. Okay, your Saxon book, the way it's laid out, it gives you your lesson and it gives you examples in that lesson. By the way, if you don't have your book out, following along with me as much as possible, go pause the video, go get your book, open it up, be ready to listen. Okay, so if you need to pause the video, go do that now. Okay, so here you should have your book. Be open to page 2. We're talking about reading and writing whole numbers. That's what we're on right now. So we've just gone through some of their examples here. They have more examples. Now there will be times when I will recommend that you not read the book because sometimes it's a little confusing and just my explanation will be enough. Sometimes I'll want you to read the book, but almost always where it says example here in the margin, you'll see example 1.2 up at the top. Those you should always read through. I'll tell you if I don't want you to, but you really should read through those examples because they give you a lot of help with what you're going to do for your homework. And then, right before your homework, you always have, hold it up so you can definitely see that part, you have practice. So your practice, oops, for this one, is at the top of page 4, or excuse me, bottom of page 4. I don't know my tops from my bottoms, whoops. Okay, so it's at the bottom of page 4. This gives you practice for the lesson, okay? So what I'm going to do is read through those practice problems with you here on the video. I'm going to read the problem, then I'm going to have you stop the video, do the problem, and I'm going to read out the answer. Then I'm going to stop, or I'll read the next problem, have you stop, do the problem, then I'll read out the answer. If you are struggling with this particular concept, then I will do another video, or I'll do another part to this video that explains the practice, and you can continue watching that. If you are not having problems and you got all of your practice correct, then just go ahead and start your homework and you can cortar the rest of the video, okay? And I'll tell you when that time comes. For today, I think it'll be pretty simple for you guys, okay? All right, so here we go. 51,027,520. I want to write this as numbers. So I'm going to start by writing it out in my groups. Notice I have a comma separating each of my groups. That's a big hint because you need your commas in your numbers. If you don't have commas in your big numbers, I will find you and I will beat you. Okay? So put your commas in your numbers. Okay? Ask any of my other kiddos and they'll tell you I'm a comma Nazi. That means that I am really strict about my commas. So make sure they're there. Okay. So first group, 51 billion. So, oops, try to draw a straighter line than that. I've got my billions group, comma. The next group after that is a millions group. So I'll draw the 3 digits because I know that there should be 3 digits in each group. So I'm drawing 3 little lines for each group. Then my thousands group, and then my hundreds group. Okay, coming back up here to my number. 51 billion. Well, I don't have anything in the 100 billions place, but I have a 5 in my tens and a 1 in my 1 billions. So 51. Now I don't have anything that says millions. So that means in my millions group, I'm going to fill it with zeros. I can't just skip it and not write it because then this wouldn't be the billions place. I have to have something holding the place of the millions. So I have to put those zeros there to hold their place. Otherwise, it changes the value of the number. You have to show that place in between your first number and your last number. So the next number is 27,000. Well, I don't have anything in the hundreds place, so I put my 2 from 27 in the tens, 7 in the ones. Now remember, I have to have something holding this place since it's in between my first number and my last number. So I have to put a 0 there. I don't need a 0 in the front here because it's not in between the first and last number. Now I have 520. So I have 5 in the hundreds place, 2 in the tens place, and a 0 in the ones place because it's a 20. So there you go. 51,027,520.